David Thornhill Jr., and we are starting off our second episode of Freedom Cafe, and we have our producer, aka / on-host talent. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is Hank McDonald. I'm one of the producers here for Freedom Cafe, and I'm very excited to be out here on the couch with my man David Thornhill Jr. And today we're going to be discussing a new movie that we just saw, which was Bumblebee. Yeah,
Bumblebee. I thought it was a good movie. Had a lot of heart. I thought, the first Transformers movie was the best movie to me.
Yes.
But this is coming in, it's almost time for me in that first one, for me.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh man, I mean, so many good things about this movie. First off, let's start off with the beginning, the war at Cybertron.
It was amazing.
I mean,
I was just like, holy shit, I feel like I'm a kid again.
Yes.
Watching Transformers for the first time.
Yes.
That's how good it was.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Who did we see? We saw Wheeljack. We saw RC.
Soundwave was in
we saw Soundwave.
We had the little tape deck, or the cassette joint.
That was,
I can't remember. Ravage
came out, and I mean, he had all the great lines, and it was actually his voice, not like the other Michael Bay movies where he didn't have his voice. He had his actual voice. We saw Shockwave.
Optimus was there.
Yes, Optimus was definitely there, and he did the G1 transform and jump and took out two Decepticons.
Two of them.
Like he did in the animated movie where, unfortunately, he passed away. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't old enough to see the first movie, but my brother saw it, and my sister saw it with him. And that was the first time that my brother cried at a movie, was when he saw Optimus Prime die. And he was like, who the heck is Hot Rod? I don't like this guy. I don't like him at all. I remember that, yes, because my brother never stopped telling me about it when I was a kid.
That's right. I think I did the same thing. I think every kid was traumatized after watching Optimus Prime die in that theater when he did the famous...
Oh, yeah.
It was over.
It's crazy.
It was over. But Dave, tell me what else you liked about the movie.
The movie had a lot of heart, I was expecting it to just be all action. There was no drama or nothing, but it was the exact opposite, because I went in there having no expectations, because I didn't want to see the last two ones, the last two Transformers that they did, because I heard from a lot of friends that I'll just wait till it comes out on HBO and then watch it, or wait till it comes to the Netflix and then watch it. And usually when you hear something like that, you don't want to go and spend money and see it in a movie. Even though it is Transformers, you have to see with all the transforming sounds and these big robots. I was just like, still, no. But it blew me away. But it was very good. I would recommend people to go see it, especially in the movies. And if they don't see it, definitely go see it at when it comes out on your streaming or Netflix or whatever. I thought it was great. And it surprised me. The guy with the afro, I was just like, damn, it's 1987. Shouldn't he have a Jerry curl? I thought he should have had a Jerry curl. That would have been much more, but he was a nerd, so
he was a nerd,
and that was okay.
There's nothing wrong with nerds. There's nothing wrong with nerds. Shout out to all the nerds out there watching the show right now.
Represent.
I did like the part where when he came into his room, he had his soul glow. He had his Murray's hair cream.
He had the soul glow.
He had Murray's hair cream, and if you look in the back, you can see that there were some Avengers figures in the back and stuff.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
you did.
I was looking for G.I. Joes, but because you want to see if you have any Easter eggs and stuff like that. So, but those were the only Easter eggs that I saw.
Yeah.
What else? Tell me what else you liked about it.
I liked. John Cena was great in it.
John Cena was great.
He was fun.
Shout out to John Cena. He's getting his acting chops.
He was so good.
He was.
This comedic timing was on point. And it didn't. And when he said the joke, it wasn't corny or nothing. It was just like, he was like the dude that I wanted to be in that film. Especially, spoiler alert, when they were in the war room and they were talking about letting the Decepticons use all the satellites.
Absolutely.
He was just like, am I the only one here that thinks this is dumb? I was just like, yes, this is so stupid. And they don't ever have that in Transformers movie. That was a realistic, role. It was very funny, but it was real, because I was just like, this scientist dude is fucking weird.
Yes.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yes, it's like, why would you give these robots from another planet all this information?
Yep.
Like,
He even said, the line was, he said, Isn't it funny that their name is Decepticon?
Yeah.
And you want to touch these guys?
Yes.
I was like, nailed it.
Nailed it. I was
Nailed
like,
it,
you know what? You might be right, John Cena.
Yes.
You might be right.
Yeah.
And so I particularly liked the pacing of the movie. How, like I said at the beginning, you get Bumblebee's story.
Yep.
And then from there, you meet the little girl, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
You meet her, and of course, there has to be some drama or a backstory behind Charlie to figure out why she's the way she is. And the telling of her story, I thought was really good.
It was great because it made you really care about her.
Yes,
you
cared about all the characters.
I mean, I didn't really care about Sam Witwicky.
Yeah,
there was. I mean, I knew he had to be a piece to save the world in that first one, but I cared more about Optimus Prime and the Transformers than I did about Sam Witwicky.
Exactly.
And this one I cared about Bumblebee, but then I also cared about, yes, I'm saying it, I'm vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable here. I cared about Charlie and her family and all that.
Yes.
Okay? So that was really great.
And it wasn't too cheesy either.
No, definitely not cheesy.
It wasn't too cheesy. Like, at first I was like, okay, this is going to be a movie for kids.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
I think it's a movie for all ages.
Yeah.
And there were all ages in the movie theater when we went and saw it. And I mean,
Yeah.
everybody was laughing. There were parts where people got up and cheered.
Yeah.
Which is what you need in, these, I guess, superhero
you have to have
action
that moment.
movie genres.
Yes,
you know what I'm
have
saying?
to have that moment where you can just clap and be like, yeah, that's the motherfucker. Yeah, or like, stuff like that. Yeah, beat his ass, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Good guys won. That's what you want in every type of hero action movie. And the soundtrack on this movie.
Awesome.
That was great.
Awesome. Awesome. From they had Tears for Fears. They had my man Stan Bush. You got the touch.
Yep, you got the touch.
As soon as they played that, everybody in the movie theater just got up and started clapping.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Because you knew that somebody who really loved Transformers was behind this movie.
Yes.
Can't have a Transformer movie without that.
Yep, and the 80s music in it was great.
Perfect.
All around. Yeah.
Perfect.
They had what was that? When they had Take On Me. He would start dancing when he had Take On Me. That was funny.
Yes.
But then when they tried to put Never Gonna Give You Up, he just spit that right out. He was just like, get this shit out of here. I like that song, but that was they play it all the time.
They
on
do
every
play
commercial.
They do play it
every
all the time.
and he just spit it right out. It was like, get out of here with that, man. No.
Yes.
It was good. It was very good. They made sense of how he got his how he was able to talk with the radio. They explained that, and they actually showed you how he lost his voice box.
Finally, we get the real backstory about all of that, which I thought was great.
That was a great
him
scene.
Starting off as the actual Bug.
Yes,
perfect.
Yep,
perfect.
Yeah, first he was spoiler alert again. He was a Jeep first. He was that military Jeep.
You're right.
And then he became that Bumblebee.
You're right.
It was, but. Go see the movie so you can understand it, or stream it, whatever. No, don't bootleg.
Well, yeah. Don't bootleg.
I'm not saying nothing.
This one is definitely one you have to see. So, Dave, what are we giving this one? What are we giving Bumblebee? Are we giving it a seal of approval from the Freedom Cafe?
Yes, seal of approval from the Freedom Cafe. And I would say, since this is Freedom Cafe and we talk about comic books and movies and all that, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 movie tickets. 5 is the best rating. You got to go see it. 4, go see it. It's a good movie.
I'm going to give it a 4, and what I'm also going to give it, I went back into the stash that we have down here at Freedom Cafe, and I picked out some of my favorite Transformer recommendations because I'm super hyped, and I'm probably going to watch these tonight before I go to bed. One is the Transformers original special edition right here. This is the first Michael Bay one where, in my favorite scene, is where Optimus comes for the first time and he transforms in front of Sam. It's the slow motion pan where he goes all the way up and you can see all the gears and everything transform. Make sure you cop the special edition. This one right here has a really good sound in it, and all the special effects have been heightened in this one.
Yep.
Also, too, another favorite, Transformers Dark of the Moon. You can go ahead and just skip the second one and just go straight to the third one. This is a really good one right here. It's even got Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin
makes an appearance and stuff like that in this one. So one of the first astronauts to go on the moon. And so really good one right here. And then after that, I'm going to jump on my PS4 and try some of this Transformers Devastation.
Yep.
Really good game.
Yep, I tried that too. I like it. Thought it was cool, and it had like it looked like the cartoon when you're playing it.
Absolutely.
So that's I mean, once I saw that, I was like, done. This is good.
Absolutely.
This is good.
And
then also if you Beast Wars, I remember if you can go back and watch that stuff, Transformers Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was a good series.
That was good.
It was so good.
And then they canceled it, and then they brought it back. It was still good, but I was just like, they could have kept it going.
Do you remember that episode where Starscream took over?
Yes.
One of the Beast Wars.
Because he was the Raptor.
That's right.
That's Starscream was the Raptor. Yo.
That's right.
That was crazy.
That was so cool.
It was so good.
So good.
You know. Yeah. Well, this wraps it up. This is
I think we can wrap this one up.
All right. This is the second episode of the Freedom Cafe. Like and subscribe. If you like us, go ahead and give us that like, press that like button, and subscribe to us right down here below.
See it right down here below.
Oh, and also, if you have any comments or questions or anything you want to see on the show, go ahead and leave the comments down there. Email us. And that wraps it up for the Freedom Cafe 2. This is my boy Hank. I'm David Thornhill Jr. We out.